It's time tonight. Baseball's back, baby. What would have been the lead story had Lloyd Howell not been was that we start the second part of the season. What you will hear today is the second half begins in Major League Baseball tonight. The second half of the season starts. No, you know that because you watch Nothing Personal on Nothing Personal with David Samson YouTube channel. You know that the season's already more than half over. We're now at the sprint to the end, sprint to the deadline. It's all happening. There's a few things I'm going to do this weekend, and I just wanted to bring them up to you so that you're focused. We're done with the home run derby. We're done with the All-Star game. We're done with the replacements. Well, almost. I have a correction later in the show, but we're done. Now it's time to watch some series, and man, there are 3 series that I can't wait to watch this weekend. So whether you're a baseball fan or not, now would be a time to get interested. What a critical series for the Boston Red Sox, who are playing the Chicago Cubs right out of the chute. The Chicago Cubs are in first place, holding on with a 1-game lead over the Milwaukee Brewers. The Boston Red Sox have won 10 in a row. They're only 3.5 back of the Blue Jays. They're solidly in the wild card, and everything's been coming up roses for those Red Sox. The thing about baseball games, there's not going to be a tie. Either the Red Sox are going to stay hot and win 11 in a row, they're going to win another series, or the Cubs are going to say, hey, you're finally playing a good team. Either way, it's going to be a critical series for both teams, but I would say it is way more critical for the Red Sox. Because when you have a team that deserves help the way the Red Sox do at the deadline, your owner will not give a speech before the All-Star break, before the first series after the break, but the GM will come down. There'll be a quick meeting with the players during the optional workout day, which would have been yesterday, or a travel day, which would have been yesterday. Just a quick get-together. The manager does a quick get-together. Hey, just to let you know, let's focus right now. Hope you all had a good break. It's now time to move forward, and we got to start right now. No slow starts. Boston's case, they're going to have Craig Breslow down there in the clubhouse. He's going to say, boys, you've been doing it for me. You've been making me look so good. Please, Crochet, you got to win your game. Chapman, keep throwing a buck too. We got to find a way to get through these first 9 games. Then we're going to stand up. We're going to add people, which is going to cost some of you your jobs in the room. But shh, we don't talk about that. But we're going to make ourselves better. You got this. Let's go. Meanwhile, on the other side, you got Craig Counsell saying, please do not let the Milwaukee Brewers catch us. For crying out loud, Meatloaf, I left them to be with you. It was bad enough what happened last year. Now we actually are in first place. We've got the best offense. We traded for you, Kyle Tucker. Aren't you trying to earn $500 million? Carry us. PCA, let's go. I heard a rumor that Ricketts called up the White House and said, hey, PCA ought to be extended. The thing about when both clubhouses have a meeting, here's what's tough about it. Normally, during the course of a season, only one clubhouse is having the meeting. It's the team that's struggling. They've lost 8 in a row. They've had a fight. There's something going on. There was a firing. There's some issue. It is very rare that both the home and away team are having a clubhouse meeting before the same game because you don't want to lose right after the clubhouse meeting. I always wanted to win the first game after the break, and I have no idea what my record was, Coca, and I don't want you to look. We're in the middle of a show. But I had played 18 games post All-Star break, and I wonder what my record was, only in that we always wanted to win that. And tonight, you will see 2 meetings at the ballpark, Red Sox and Cubs, except one of them is going to lose. The other series that I can't wait to watch is Astros-Mariners. Do you know the Astros are 5 games up on Seattle in the division? Do you know that's the Astros team that traded Kyle Tucker to the Cubs, except they got back Smith and Paredes, who are just as good and cheaper? Do you know that Yordan Alvarez, their best hitter, hasn't been playing? We told you, nothing personal. Yet somehow they have found a way to stay ahead, to catch, and then to pass Seattle. Well, when you're 5 games back playing the team that you're catching, you don't say you need 2 out of 3. Because if you win the series 2 out of 3, you're still 4 back. If you lose the series 2 out of 3, you're 6 back. If you win the series outright 3-0, you're 2 back. Because every game you're playing against the team you're catching counts as 2 games because you win and they lose all at the same time. The Mariners have to do more than win this series. They're going into this saying, we want to sweep this series. Do they have an opportunity to sweep it? It's in Seattle. There's a lot of stuff going on. We're within a week of Ichiro's induction. We're within 3 weeks of Ichiro's number retirement. All this exciting stuff is happening in Seattle. You've got Cal Raleigh. Will he get to 40 home runs before the end of the weekend? Will he stay as hot as he was heading into the break? Or will he and the Red Sox, who are so hot, and the Brewers, by the way, will they have been cooled off by the break? All of these questions will be answered this weekend. There's the third series. By the way, if Cal Raleigh does get to 40 home runs before the end of the weekend, Coca, is there a chance that he could pass Aaron Judge in MVP odds? Because I know the MVP odds, they move like crazy. If he gets to 40 and Judge goes an 0 and the Yankees have a terrible first weekend, I'm just saying it's going to become a heck of a lot closer. The last series, if you're into it, is these pitching matchups are to die for in LA between the Brewers and the Dodgers. There is a new pitcher you may not know, and his initials are TBD. TBD is pitching against TBD tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. That's not very common. That is enough reason to watch. The Brewers, who are chasing the Cubs, they are deciding over the next 2 weeks whether they are going to go for it in a way that they haven't done since they acquired CC Sabathia at the trade deadline. And the irony of this being the year that they go full CC is that we are 9 days away from CC Sabathia entering the Hall of Fame. And while he will enter as a Yankee, and people remember him for his world championship as a Yankee, some people will remember him as a Brewer and what he did in that electric half a season when the Brewers went for it and brought him in. It was spectacular. The Brewers need another CC Sabathia type movement, and the way to get it is you got to start winning now. You got 13 days before the deadline. You just swept the Dodgers before the break. You're playing them again, beat them again, and your front office is going to help you.